In a world where there are more superhero shows than ever before, and a lot of them are actually pretty good, one show dares to buck the trend by being completely terrible, but refuses to die despite declining ratings. Gotham seeks to remind you of an era when this stuff was just awful.
How?
How?
Arigato, Sensei.
This cannot be happening!
I don't know. Kinda opens up the room.
Now one lobster will pay another guy he met in college to experience the worst superhero television series ever made. He will pay him minimum wage to see how many episodes of Gotham he can endure. How long will his buddy Zavu last before the show breaks him and he quits? Tune in now to find out in the Gotham Endurance Challenge.
You gotta love to be gone back yet. Love turns into nothing, don't you grab it.
Three, two, one. Welcome to Lobster Magnet. Let's review the channel. I'm here with Zabul for the Gotham Endurance Challenge.
God.
So you finished season 1. You've earned your 2 PS4 controllers. Yeah, shit, I should have told you to bring one to show it off, to show that we're actually serious.
Yeah, I'll bring one next week.
Okay.
But oh Jesus Christ.
Next week might be the end of it.
I'm gonna keep going.
Well,
I'm gonna keep going.
But like, whatchamacallit, you've got, you've got to get to episode 10 of season 2, and then you earn your magic set.
This is so bad. You don't understand. This is gone from like, okay, this is pretty bad, to like, all right. I mean, I guess this could be worse, to like, I would never watch this if you weren't paying me. There are no words for how much I hate this series right now.
So we're usually we do this towards the end, but how far are you on the endurance scale?
Like, oh god, I think like an 8.5, maybe a 9.
It's getting pretty high there.
Oh, this is so bad, dude. You don't understand. The only reason I am watching this is because this is still better than retail, but that's not saying much.
So what do you...
I cannot believe anyone watches this for actual entertainment. Like, there was a point where I'm like, oh my god, this has gone from like, okay, all right, this is like solid B writing. This is nothing amazing. This isn't the prestige television they seem to think they're writing, but this is fun. This is entertaining, to like, all right, okay. I mean, this could be better. I'm gonna give it a C+. They could maybe turn this around to, okay, I guess Fish is on an island. This is terrible. And now, all right, so I told Lobster about this earlier this week, but I still want to reiterate how fucking angry I am about how fucking stupid this series is. If anyone is watching this that has bothered to actually watch this series, and I'm so sorry if you have, all right, go back to season 1 where they have the guy who's broken out of Blackgate Penitentiary by basically like the Russian elements of Falcone's mob.
Oh god! Now, I keep going. I know where you're going here.
He's wearing a standard prison uniform, right? Yeah, standard prison uniform. He's from Blackgate, so this is pretty normal. And then later on in the series, they have they showcase Arkham, and everybody is wearing God, what is it? Just like kind of like the sanitarium whites, like what you would pretty much like expect out of TV and movie is shorthand for this person is committed. So just like a white sanitarium uniform.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they introduced the fucking Maniacs storyline with Zardon, which honestly, this is actually what I expected out of the series when I first started watching it. This is the level of commitment and writing I expected, which is, you understand now why I was watching this. I'm like, this isn't so bad. I mean, I don't see what your problem is. I can't understand why you're so pissed off or bent out of shape. Like, because I was expecting this from the start. That's where my expectations were. They were so fucking low. They were so fucking low that I watched this and went, I don't see what the problem is. I mean, it's basically like getting a paper cut after someone has told you, you don't understand, man. This guy's gonna come at you with a fucking machete. So the paper cut's a little annoying, but, you were expecting, like, machete wounds, so it's fine. So anyway, they introduced the Maniacs, and everyone is wearing, like, the fucking
classic pinstripe
black and white jumps, like the prison stripes jumpsuit that came out, like, went out of fashion in like the 40s or something, I think.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, like fucking goddamn stupid bullshit.
Yeah, so
fucking nobody wears that shit. No
And-
one fucking wears that bullshit.
they sort of kind of forgot about their own continuity and the fact that, like, they forgot about their own continuity and the fact that, like, they'd already set up a Arkham, prison outfit.
Yeah. Fucking stupid.
Yeah, that was pretty classic Gotham. So what did you think of the Maniacs, Gotham's first supervillain team? How they were like
No,
built
I still
up?
want to fucking talk about the fucking prison jumpsuits. I'm still fucking angry about that. Fuck you.
What are you
No,
so
we'll get to the Maniacs eventually. But Jesus Christ. I just, like, baffled. Like, someone in prop design had to go, hey, we went for, like, a more traditional thing last time. We had people in either Arkham or Blackgate. Why? And then they introduced the Maniacs, and that is the, like, on one hand, like, I could see glimmers of, like, if you tried, this could be interesting, but you didn't, so this is just fucking stupid.
No, they just sort of, like, got really... and I love it. I showed you that Red Band trailer, and it's like, oh my god, this is so hardcore. This is, like, R-rated television coming to your network TV.
You're not cool. No one thinks you're cool. This is like... This is awful. It's like the fucking kid who, like, I don't know, shows up in, like, aviator sunglasses, like, chewing on candy cigarettes, pretending they're the shit. Meanwhile, like 5 high schoolers in a car nearby who have been underage drinking and smoking pot just look at this going, dude, what the shit is this? That is what your Breaking Bad is doing right now. Is just going, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Do they think they're cool? What the fuck are they doing?
I think that's probably the funniest thing is that, it does think it's really, really cool and edgy and, oh my god.
You're not fucking edgy. Fuck you. Jesus Christ. I mean, you almost got there when you burned down, like, an entire school bus full of, like, cheerleaders. If they had done that, I mean, yeah, it would have been terrible and bad television, but props where props is due. You burned down an entire school bus full of children, and, you've got my respect on some level.
that you actually...
got the balls to do it.
You're not good television, but at least you're something. You
Like,
committed
honestly,
to something.
If you went from, like, okay, this is trying to be serious, to this is bad writing, and the second season they just went, okay, guys, we're out of ideas. Fuck it. We're gonna go Dark Knight meets Batman 66. Go.
Just no
And, like,
finish
they
line.
just run in with, like, prison jumpsuit uniform and, like, some guy who was, like, trying really hard to pretend he's the Joker and, like, burn up an entire, like, school bus full of children or something. You know what? Fine. Just be the darkest, edgelordy parody that you can be, and I would be happy about it.
That's the
But
beauty.
you're not.
No, it's not.
You're
It's-
just not. Like the fucking Foxglove Club.
Did we get to talk about the Foxglove Club next? I don't think we did.
I don't think we did. but it's also terrible.
Yeah, because
That is like the most vanilla, boring. You're right. Basically, like what your grandma assumed goes on at a fucking sex club. It's the most boring, terrible thing. It was like, oh my god, they're wearing latex, and there's like this like Japanese schoolgirls in latex, and oh my god, is that guy in a diaper? Oh, that's so messed up, dude. Like you have no idea what goes on at a fetish club, do you?
no.
Literally no idea. No one decided to make that. Decided to fucking make that little fucking like school field trip to a fucking munch. No one. No one at all. Assholes, eat a dick.
I think pretty much the extension of it was like just checking up on Wikipedia. Oh, hey, people wear diapers? Oh man, that's fucked up. Let's put that in there.
I think what really, really did it for me was when Bullock like infiltrated and all this shit's going on. I'm like, okay, this is fucking generic as shit. This is terrible. This is basically what I would expect out of like a freshman writing class.
Trying to be edgy.
Was in fact like, I swear to God, kind of like word for word some of the terrible shit out of someone's freshman writing project that I read in Intro to Fiction when I was in college. And of course it was a vampire story from some schmuck who'd never been in a goth club before. But anyway, I'm getting fucking off track. Because, oh man, like it's like, then they're like, and now for our main act, let's just mash on the fucking soundboard for a little bit, guys. Well, what do we got? We got like a woman giggling. Oh shit, this guy like making like a moaning noise. Oh, what if we just add pig noises in there, like a chainsaw?
It's just random things that.
Like, what the fuck is going on? Are we even going to allude to a sex act that might be illegal, might get somebody shut down? If you're really the edgy TV you're talking about, come on. Law and Order SVU does it harder than you do. Come on.
Yeah. Well, you know.
Allude to something terrible and horrifying that would get someone shut down. Come on. Go contact Dick Wolf and ask him for some ideas. He'll give you some. Just 5 minutes. I'll wait. I will fucking wait. Don't just like fucking mash on a fucking soundboard like you're doing a fucking prank call for Comedy Central in the mid 2000s. You asshole.
And that's basically Gotham in a nutshell. Like, if like the like Arrowverse is like the Marvel equivalent of DC television, then Gotham is basically like the DC movies, where, you know, it's like this is a filmmaker driven television series for real people, as opposed to that baby shit over there.
It's so bad. The worst part is just like a little bit of extra effort and a little bit of research, and I swear to God, I fucking swear to God, you could have had something. Did we talk about the fucking snake last time? I swear.
Yeah, we talked about the snake.
I'm pretty sure I was really fucking angry about the snake.
We definitely got into the snake last time. Although, you know,
a little like that again, like Batman 66 bullshit right there. I swear, like we could have had something that was halfway decent. That you could have done this. It could have been actually a really cool thing, or at the very least, the funniest fucking parody that I have been waiting for. Because as much as the fucking Lego Batman movie was funny, and I did see it.
Oh, you did see it?
The fiance wanted to watch it.
Oh, did you like it? It was pretty good, right?
It was fun, but again, it's the same problem I have with every fucking Lego movie. They're good, they're funny, they're cute, they're well written, but at the end of the day, I just sit there feeling kind of soiled, like I just watched a 90-minute commercial.
You can say that about any like piece of entertainment. Well,
fuck you. I don't fucking watch like a Batman movie and feel like, man, I wonder if they just have toys for all that shit. No, I feel like I watched a fucking Batman movie. I don't watch like Marvel Avengers and like, I wonder if my child is going to be screaming for Legos the entire way home.
But you know, these things are...
Fuck you. It feels like a 90-minute commercial. It is literally 90 minutes of product placement. It's like somebody wrote, like, if they got, like, the entire... Is there anyone halfway decent left at Saturday Night Live? I don't fucking know. But it's basically like if you got, like, if you got like Harmon and like a bunch of like actually halfway decent comics to band together and basically replace literally everyone in a brand new Rick and Morty cartoon or cover or episode with cans of Coke. They're in the Coke universe, Morty. It's fine. It's fine. Just everyone is Coke products now.
But like Rick and Morty is
felt like I just won.
But Rick and Morty is like sold out many times, and generally no one's like really been against it. They've always done it like a classy.
Look, I mean, at least with like it's classy as possible, and again, not 90 minutes long.
I'd still say that the Lego Batman movie is still pretty damn good, and probably, sadly enough, the best Batman thing that's coming out in a while.
It is still better than Gotham.
Yes, it is.
And is still a better parody if that is what they're going for. If that's what they're going for, Batman the Lego movie is still a better version.
Well, that's the thing, though. I still think they think that, like, this is, like, real entertainment. I think they think that they're making, like, a real drama here.
This is more effort than I want to put in because this is Gotham, and I'm already being paid for this. It's like I don't want to work overtime when I'm not being paid to do this. But if anyone down there in the comments section wants to go, like, I guess track down some interviews and figure this shit out for us, if they're like if they're fucking actually serious, or if this parody or propped up that bad that they just completely misremembered what prison uniforms they were using in universe. I mean, I would love to know, but I also don't care enough.
You don't care enough to actually do the research. I remember when it was first came
for a series that I don't give a fuck about.
I don't know if he stayed around, but initially, like, the showrunner was this guy named Bruno Heller, and he was famous because he did this show called Rome on HBO, and that was like a really high gloss, like Game of Thrones before Game of Thrones came out. People loved it.
Yeah.
And you know, I don't know if he still does it, but he did like either the first or second season of Gotham, and he was like, "Oh, we're gonna make it so it looks even better than the movies."
I mean,
not a bad-looking television show.
I mean, I hate to say it, but I still think this might be better. This is still more tolerable to me than Dark Knight Returns.
You mean Dark Knight Rises?
I mean, sorry, Dark Knight Rises. This is still more tolerable to me than Dark Knight Rises. This is still better than Bane and all of that bullshit. I'll be honest here, I wouldn't be watching the series if it had gotten that far yet. Which is not saying that Gotham is a good fucking series. It's not. I'm just saying that's how much I fucking hate Dark Knight Rises.
I'm not a Dark Knight Rises fan either, but I still think it was more watchable than...
Eat a dick. No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
It's a lazy... What?
No, it's fucking not.
Why do you hate Dark Knight Rises?
Okay, look, if you spend an entire fucking training sequence, like, devoted to, like, I'm gonna be good enough to go punch that guy I can't punch. Yeah. And then you, like, literally spend most of your movie setting up the fact that he's unpunchable, and you gotta train really hard to go punch that guy, and somehow recover from a broken back to go punch this dude. And then you, like, start fighting and you punch that guy really hard, but it doesn't work. And then you fucking shoot him with a cannon. Shoot him with a cannon.
Well,
anyone can fucking do that. You just invalidated the entire training and growth arc of your fucking movie. I just wasted like a half an hour of my life on the build up to you shooting him up. Not even you, some other person. One of like the secondary protagonists shooting this guy with a fucking cannon. Anyone can do that. Jesus Christ, if that's how you're gonna handle this, why not in the middle of the fight just have someone walk up and shoot him in the back of the head with a pistol? It's the same fucking thing. Eat my ass.
Yeah, that was not handled very
well. Terrible. It's fucking terrible, and I'm angry about it. I'm angry I paid to go see that.
Yeah, that was not very handled very well, the whole Bane, Talia al Ghul thing.
Jesus Christ.
That was Christopher Nolan, like, I don't care, I don't have Heath Ledger, I'm just gonna make this movie and walk away. Leave me alone so I can go make real movies again.
And just like, that the weird fucking, like, you don't have any, what was it? You don't have any, like, cartilage left in your knee. I'm just like, there is literally nothing in the world that will fix that. You basically just, you would be, I would have bought the movie more at that point if Batman had just cut his own leg off and the rest of the fucking movie is him in a prosthetic.
Just like crippled walking around.
And punching people. Yes, I would have bought the movie more if that had been the approach.
Well,
because the amount of pain you would have from that, just no. Anyway, back to Gotham.
Yeah, so
which hasn't gotten that bad yet.
I don't know. I think it's pretty. I'm surprised that like on that level, the Maniacs are pretty terrible.
I mean,
given the fact that they all get like shot off.
Oh yeah, that was bad. I can't believe they hyped that so much, and it lasted what, 4 episodes?
Yeah,
that's the other problem. It's like literally every villain lasts about 4 episodes, and then they die or get set on fire or horribly mutilated. Like there is no follow through like there was in the first season, where it was just like episode upon episode of Carmine and Falcone. No, it's not Carmine.
Yeah, no, it was Falcone and Maroni.
Maroni. Falcone and it's Falcone and Maroni just going at it and just like slowly building to what we assume was going to be like a knockdown, drag out shit fest. It never quite manifested.
No, they just had that stupid war scene where, like, you know, everyone comes up like 80s rejects, and then, God, that was a terrible scene. End scene.
That was fucking awful.
That was the thing I was dying to ask you. What do you think of that stupid, like, lead up to, like, where Bruce Wayne discovers the Batcave? You know what I'm talking about, where they have that dumb thing where it's like, the philosopher's something or another.
I can't believe they blew a hole in the door with a fertilizer bomb. I can't believe that was their solution.
And then, did they introduce that mysterious computer that Alfred, like, accidentally blows up, which supposedly had all the answers?
Yeah, just like, that was, Jesus Christ, that was so fucking stupid. That was so fucking stupid. And to jump back in time, I guess, there was, like, the Fish Mooney, Maroni thing, where I'm just sitting there going, like, so wait, Fish Mooney is back? I mean, I knew she was back, but, like, I guess she's now evil and shit. She has a new haircut. And what, does she just have, like, a gang full of, like, disabled people? Or people without liver, organs? Like, basically life-threatening conditions and missing body parts following her around? Do they do anything? Do we know how effective they are? Why are they still following her around? Like, they're off the island. Don't they have families? Literally anything they can go back to? They're just wandering around in hoods? I guess Selena Kyle's evil now, too, because she also has a bad 80s haircut. This entire gang looks like they're trying so hard to be a rejected gang from the fucking Warriors.
Yeah, that about sums it up. And so, what do you think of like how they like, you know, the Jerome being the not Joker, and then their answer like, oh, this is the guy that inspires the Joker.
Can't tell, but I'm bashing the back of my head against the fucking wall.
It's so funny because, like, they want to have their cake and eat it, too. That's like, you know, we got to get people the Joker, but, like, we don't want to blow our load because we want to keep people tuning in to see who's going to be the Joker.
Yeah, it's that was so fucking bad. And Jesus Christ, what's the fucking, the new mayor's name? The guy who's supposed to be Azrael.
Oh, you got up to that point. Theo Galavan, I think.
Yeah, fucking Theo Galavan and his fucking
sister, who looks nothing like him.
Sister, yeah. I mean, you know, whatever. She's adopted. They're not adopted. They're like
they never even really bother to explain.
You know what? I don't care. I don't fucking care. Do you know why I don't care?
Why?
Because I spent like most of this fucking arc wondering where the fuck she'd come from and why she'd stayed away from the first season so much. Because I told you this, She looks exactly like the one-hit woman that showed up to kill Bruce Wayne in season 1.
Copperhead, I think, was her name.
She looks like Copperhead, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I know they're like they're two different actresses, fine, but Jesus Christ, they have the exact same character design. They both dressed in black leather and have that like thing going on. For fuck's sake, okay, fine. Look, you have like an assassin show up named like I don't know, Assassin McKillpants or something. Okay, and you give him a character design. You should not have someone else show up in season 2 named Kill McAssassin Pants with the exact same character design. If they're not the same fucking person using an alias, you jackass.
Yeah, they did pretty much look the same.
Spend the extra 10 minutes to give them a distinctive costume. Come on.
Yeah, they both kind of have like olive
Right.
skin, so they both kind of look similar. They're both cast.
And they're doing the exact same shtick. That's mostly it for me. It's the exact same costume, the exact same shtick, and the exact same weird, like, religious overtone.
What'd you say?
That's that for me.
Say that again.
Am
You
I losing
disconnected.
you?
Yeah.
That's what it is for me. Exact same costume, same like killing, weird like sexually enjoying this shtick, and the same weird religious overtones. And also, why the fuck are they just allowing Barbara Keene to just kind of like wander around in their apartment?
Because it's
She's a
edgy.
violent
She's
sociopath.
crazy.
We both know everyone here knows she's a violent sociopath. It's like the equivalent of like breaking a crocodile out of the zoo and then just keeping it in your living room and feeding it live squirrels. Everyone here should know this isn't going to end well.
Well, because Tabitha's so crazy,
And also
she's able to
just
keep
speak-
her in control for her craziness.
And also, I mean, just God, there's so much stuff I'm angry about in this series. Just like Barbara Keene is just like, okay, fine, she's crazy. That's fine. Why is she someone Gordon cares about enough that she named his child after her? Why would you do that? She's tried to kill you, the people you care about multiple times. She's a murderer who just like helped people just kill a fuckload of people and threaten your new girlfriend. Why are you naming your child after her? This is a terrible idea.
I have no idea. I don't know if they're gonna like
So
build it up to like some
stupid.
sort of redemption arc, but yeah, it's basically just wheel spinning that we have nothing to do with this character, so we're just gonna like, she's a serial killer, crazy woman, Harley Quinn now.
And then Butch got his hand chopped off and now has a hammer for a hand. I was really disappointed with that too. Like I was kind of disappointed that like Penguin went like, that's fine, I'm just gonna chop your hand off and then send you out into the wild. Like, okay, I mean, way to lose your most physically incapable of not being loyal subject and the smartest person on your command team. Alright, that's dumb, but we're going Batman 66 here. And she's like, we can put things on his stump. Okay, I mean, a little too on the nose for what everyone was probably thinking was gonna happen. But let's see where you go with this. Like a hammer or a knife. Okay, please don't make him into what the fuck was his name?
Who? Oh, Razor Fist?
Character. Yeah, please don't make him into Razor Fist. Please don't make him into Razor Fist. Please don't make him into Razor Fist. Or a small chainsaw. I mean, I guess Ash from Evil Dead works. And that certainly would fit the balls out crazy theme you're going for. You know what? I'd be willing to forgive some things if you put a chainsaw in his hand and then he shows up again with a fucking hammer and I'm like, oh, well, this is disappointing.
It was like, all right, we're gonna go almost to Crazy Town, but oh no, Gotham is a series for adults.
This is a series for adults. That's why we're just gonna put a hammer on his severed fist. Read that back to me again. If you're gonna go the, like, batshit crazy road, come on. Give me the chainsaw on his hand. Just give me that much.
Yeah.
Make this worth my while. I'm bored. Just give me that. Just give me a show with him be like,
Did you do the scene where the penguin sends an army of penguins yet?
what?
I think that's later. In season 2.
Did they really just rip that off? Like, actual penguins?
No, like just people dressed up as him.
Oh, okay, never mind.
No, not
I was hoping they'd just, like, rip it off of
Batman Returns.
the Tim Burton movie.
You know, it's funny though. They actually did rip it off. They actually did rip it off when they had, like, I think in the 4th season they have a whole Cobblepot becomes mayor storyline.
Okay, I can stick it out that long.
No!
I can do this. I can fucking do this.
Why do you want to? Why is that a motivator for you?
Because I'm getting paid, motherfuckers. You keep giving me stuff, and I'll keep watching this terrible fucking series.
Damn it! You're supposed to break!
No, you break. Eventually, you're gonna have to end this. You're gonna say, okay, enough. I'm not gonna pay you to watch this crap anymore. This is costing me too much money.
I'm getting close to that point. I was hoping that, like, oh man, that'd be a great season ender for this series, this Gotham Endurance Challenge, which is not doing well by even my miserable metrics. Like, he's gonna get his magic cards, and then he's gonna be like, yeah, I got my magic cards, I'm done, woo! And it will be done. But now you're like,
Milking this for all it's worth.
So I guess it's an endurance challenge of, like, what's gonna give out? Your desire for stuff.
My spite and desire for material possessions. Or your desire to hold on to your money.
Oh, no! I was hoping that we'd have a nice crescendo where we like, we'll get like 3 or 4 or 5 episodes, and then, Zav will
I'm
reach
pretty
his...
sure the crescendo is just gonna be you ranting about how much money I've cost you, and how much you hate this idea, and how you're never doing this again.
One second. Yeah? Okay. Yeah, that might be...
I think you have drastically underestimated how much shit I'm willing to put up with.
I guess I have. I thought, like, I think we've long since passed, like, the point of, like, Bane, like, being shot, and I feel like, we've gotten so much more worse than that. We gotta be close.
Jesus Christ. But yeah, no, just and now we're just God, we're at the part where he has the fucking fist for the hand, and I've got his mother, and oh God, and oh Jesus, yeah, we got to like the fucking Firebug storyline, which was almost a redemption. This was like the best thing that they've had going for them in a long fucking time.
Well, the only thing is good is that how thoroughly mediocre it is.
Look, mediocre is better than terrible, okay? Look, what do you want, Isaac? Do you want a McDonald's hamburger, or do you want? Oh God, I don't know. Do you want Taco Bell to try and make you a hamburger and leave it out in the sun for 6 hours?
Well,
Choice is yours. You could have a Big Mac, or you could have an attempt at a hamburger made out of like white bread buns with like just taco, like McDonald's or Taco Bell taco meat just stuffed into it, and just leave it out in the blazing August heat for like 8 hours. Pick which one you want. It's up to you.
Well, for me though, I feel like half of this is like basically this is like Billy Joe Gamook, who's at a Harvard dinner. There's all these luminaries, and he's like, yeah, I'm the best guy ever. I'm gonna make you the best steak and then he comes in with like the classic steamed ham thing from Simpsons that became like an internet meme.
Mm.
You haven't heard of steamed hams?
Nope.
So it's like from like the Pulp Fiction episode of The Simpsons where Skinner has like the Professor Chalmers or Superintendent Chalmers to come over, and like because he screws up his whatever he's cooking, he goes to Krusty Burger, gets some burgers, and says, "These are my steamed hams."
Okay. Sure. I have no idea. I don't think I've watched The Simpsons in years.
This was like from the
years.
golden era when the Simpsons were good.
Really? I've never seen that episode.
I think you have. You just need because it's like one segment, and that whole scene has now become a sort of an internet meme where people are doing their various versions of steamed hams.
Oh, then no. I guess I do need a refresher.
Yeah, I think it's a
But
fun little
yeah,
rabbit hole.
no. It's so mediocre that I'm just kind of like willing to go with it because it's better than what I've been served for the last fucking 5 days. But yeah, no. So the fucking Firebug storyline and oh shit, what's down in Indian Hill?
Oh god, Indian Hill's so stupid.
I'm just sitting there going, okay, so you have a black site where you are conducting just incredibly illegal human experimentation, and I guess you're stupid enough to put your fucking name on it. It's like, really, you need to shorthand it for the audience that fucking hard? That it's like Indian Hill, a subsidiary of Wayne Enterprises. Woo! Come on, we've already established that Wayne Enterprises is into some really fucking terrible shit. So why not just have that come up later? Just have the black site. It wouldn't have hurt your series any more than it already has to just like have them like slowly roll her past like the human experimentation and all this terrible shit. Plus, it adds to the mystique of where the fuck is she? You've already pulled that shit once where Fish Mooney woke up in a murder dungeon and you never fucking told us where the fuck that was for like 5 episodes. Just gave us no fucking indication of where the fuck this shit is. What changed your mind? Was it the fact that someone was angry that you stuck a character in a fucking murder dungeon for like several episodes with no indication of what the fuck was going on? So now you figured that you need to just like go as shorthand as fast as possible. Like, look, people are not willing to take this fucking bullshit anymore. Just tell them it's Wayne Enterprises. Wayne is at fault. It's fine. Okay? See, guys, we're all knitting it together. Everything's knit together, you guys. It's all coming together. It's fine. Just keep watching. Please keep watching. Our ratings are so bad.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I have so many student loans from that MFA that I'm beginning to wonder if I should have ever had. Daddy had to pay off so many people to get me this writing job, and I just want his love.
Which begs the question: did you see did they do the point where like Bruce Wayne sees his family's killer?
No, we haven't gotten.
Okay, so I think that's later in season 2.
Although, quite frankly, once I guess if Wayne ever realizes that Theo is part of this super secret cabal of murderers, I just really want to know, like, but we need to find my killer. I mean, honestly, it's probably that guy. Even if it's not that specific guy, he's probably the one that gave the orders. Just gonna throw that out there. It might be that guy. That is the person who might have killed your parents or ordered them killed. The crazy rich asshole with a vendetta against your family. That feels reasonable to me. It really does.
So now that
speaking of which, I mean, are the Waynes like royalty? They said about 200 years ago, which would have put them past the point the American Revolution happened, especially since they have cell phones. So what, this is like late 90s or so, judging by what kind of
it's
cell
weird to
phones they
say.
have.
It's like this weird timeless era because you have the 1940s jumpsuits, but yet most of the technology is like contemporary. But I don't think you'd ever see a cell phone.
I'm judging by season 1. based on the jumpsuits they had, cell phones. Looks like they're using CRT monitors. So it looks like they're trying really hard to set this in the 90s, so that by the time Bruce Wayne ages up, it would be contemporary.
Okay.
Anyway, so let's say 90s, about 200 years ago. This is still past the point of the American Revolution. We haven't hit the War of 1812 yet, but America is still its own fucking it's still its own country. So what? Are like the Wayne's royalty? How the fuck can you like literally throw Emily out on their ass and rename all of this shit without anyone noticing and just like expunge all the history books? They're not like the New World Order, motherfuckers. And if they are, I mean, how the fuck did they lose that much power? This is such a poorly thought out plot, and I'm so angry about it.
But what about the Galavan and the evil other family?
This is so fucking stupid. It's so dumb.
And the Order of Saint Dumas.
I don't care. Is it Dumas?
I think it's Dumas. But
Oh,
it's not well done.
Yeah, and they're trying to be like really, really fucking like cool about it, because Alexander Dumas is the guy who wrote like the Three Musketeers and the Count of Monte Cristo. So they're like trying to like, oh yeah, trying to reference all that shit. It's like, oh, it's just like the classic literature. Ooh, adventure, prison, and I'm just like, no, you're not that good. I've read the Count of Monte Cristo. You're terrible at this. Stop. Stop referencing things that are better than you.
Yeah, that about sums up Gotham. And do you like Bruce Wayne's arc, or are you loving how he's just kind of like sitting around and not really doing much of anything?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh God, I'm kind of bored with him. I'm so bored with him. Okay, so I'm looking up like Azrael himself, like in the comics. Isn't he supposed to be Azrael or something?
Yeah,
He's
he
got,
does.
like, that weird religious
they
bullshit.
eventually do like make him Azrael after he goes through his own like I'm dead.
Say,
and
like
I come back.
the original Azrael was like Jean-Paul Valley from like the Nightfall thing, and he's like kind of like an anti-hero and all that bullshit.
Yeah.
Fucking fair.
The original Azrael's like a very 90s character. I think there's like a better version of him in whatchamacallit, Gotham Arkham City.
Yeah. But I just this is so fucking bad. All right, so I guess we should wrap this up.
Yeah, we definitely had some we gotten some good value from our Gotham, our Gotham. So you got 8.5, 9 on the endurance scale.
Yeah, getting up to a 9, I think. Especially if this Indian Hill thing is as terrible as I expect it will be.
Well, has anything been good?
No. No.
The amazing thing is that, like, you'd think this series would be dead by now, but it still just keeps on trucking on.
I want to know who watches this, like, actually, and thinks it's good. Is there anyone watching this that likes this series? Like, not ironically, like, honestly thinks this is a good series?
They're hard to find.
Can you... maybe that's it. Maybe enough people spite watch this that they still get advertisers.
Tune in next week. We'll see what's going to give out, my wallet or Zavul's desire to watch this crappy show. It might just be my wallet, motherfucker. We lost Zavul before, but now we're back to do an intro. I really wanted you to have this moment where you just like said, "Nope, I'm done."
Oh, you poor bastard. Oh, you... You dangle free shit in front of me. You have no idea how much I will put up with when I want something.
Damn it! Your desire to just trudge through awful television is very impressive.
Yeah, I know.
So tune in next week to see which gives out first. My wallet or Zavul's, tendency. I feel like we got like maybe 1 or 2 more episodes of the Gotham Endurance Challenge, and it might just turn out that it might be an endurance challenge for me.
Finally, just get so angry you cut this thing off and cut me off from all the stuff I want.
It might get to that. I think we're very close. I was definitely hoping that you would like.
Well, at that point, you just need to turn it over to Patreon. Because, folks, I will watch just all kinds of terrible shit if you pay me to do it.
Well, don't forget about the Star Wars project. So, that could still be a possibility.
Yeah, that's a thing. I will watch a lot of fucking crappy Star Wars movies if people pay me to do it.
God, you know what I should include as in bonus goals to, like, make you watch all of, like, the Clone Wars cartoons as well as, like, the Rebels?
Fucking damn it, no.
Why not?
I don't know. I just have had no desire to do that. God fucking damn it. Look, I will tolerate a lot of dumb bullshit, but crappy children's shows are just a special kind of awful.
But Clone Wars has some
Which
good
I guess
moments.
is my, like, secret weakness or something. I can't tolerate crap like that, like fucking Camp Laszlo and bullshit. Fuck you.
But Clone Wars has some good moments. You might actually.
I don't care. Fuck you. See, if you wanted a real endurance challenge, it would be that. Make me watch Camp Laszlo. You would probably get 5 episodes out of me before I went, fuck yourself. I'm not watching this. I'm going home.
All right, so we have you at a solid 8.59 for the Gotham Endurance Challenge. Zavul is holding strong. He's getting his PS4 controller. He has one. There's another one that I shipped to him, which was supposed to arrive to him. And then, next week he's getting very close to earning his magic cards.
Yeah.
So, what we'll give out? Will Zavul
I'll even
continue
give you that special episode where I just unwrap them all and just kind of rub them all over my face.
Maybe that'll be like the final episode of the Gotham Endurance Challenge. That'll be the series finale of you just opening up your magic cards.
Yeah, you like that? You see this card? It's worth like $5. Yes.
And then you just like rubbing the controllers on both sides of your face.
Yes, like that. Show just how much I've sold my soul. Just sold out.
To endure this terrible thing. And one last thing. So the Penguin's still dumb, right?
God, yes. and Jesus Christ, the fucking Riddler's just so grating. Oh, God.
Did you get up to the point where they become like roommates?
No, I have not, and I really don't want to. But we'll see. If you're willing to pay me, I'll watch it.
I think I've gotten exactly what I wanted to get. You've gotten to see why I find the show so fascinating. When I was like, it was like a guilty night pleasure. I'd like come home from Monday from a day of work and it's like, oh man, what crazy shit does Gotham have on for me this time?
You realize now, Isaac, you've placed yourself in a really terrible position. Because from now on, whenever you tell me to watch something that's terrible I don't want to watch, I will dig my heels in until you pay me.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I did kind of make that bait. It's going to be like, oh man, how much do I want to force him to watch this?
How much money do I want to give him to make sure he actually does this?
God, maybe if I grow to the channel, big enough, we could do like a freaking live stream where people throw money at you to watch terrible crud. Just like send super chats all the way, dance for that.
Yeah. Come on, guys. Let's. One day, maybe we can rival Rooster Teeth. No, we won't. But we can dream. We can fucking dream. Had all the other dreams crushed out of us, but we can have that.
Yeah, that is true. So tune in next week. Thanks for hanging out with us. And remember, lobster's antennas, but don't you grab it.
Lobsters made of light.